deserve a rest. Oh no. You'll pay for this. There may still be survivors. Whatever that thing is, I'd say it's their leader. Too slow. Should have stayed in the past. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, thanks to them, and to you, we were for...
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins. A duty of the highest import, as I'm sure...
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all Undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agree to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another, but for a survey... I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
Ah, you are...
Here.
My thanks. I shall study them, and inform you forthwith if I discover aught...
Cyril, your survey part losses which could have been avoided. Had the others not chosen to complete their work, instead of saving their friends? Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you, please.
I thank you for your... If you will permit me to respond. Our faith in his grace, and we of the Undying, will do what we believe is right to fulfill as first shield to the Phoenix. I am sure you understand.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind. And it...
What are you looking for?
Many thanks. May Gilbert smile upon you. What's happened?
Clive.
That is good.
Yes. Comrade, I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge You couldn't do me a quick favor.
What is it this time?
Nothing like that. I just find out exactly how much faster I need to get all these supplies.
All right.
Thanks, Clive.
Don't blame yourself, El. I know, no buts.
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message. The talks with the Republican Army. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak though prices have fallen of late. But the consortium offered double what we did, and the Army...
And you had no opportunity to...
None at all.
Elle? I saw Von...
And with good...
But I thought we were the only ones to fit. How did the consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. They have ears all over the Republic. This isn't over. The consortium will have... I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. We've waited far too long as it is. Even if I fail to free these bearers, there will be others. Someone needs to prepare the place.
Oh, and that's me. Well, it looks like I'm followed from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium. She'll never join them after this, surely. She means to stay with...
You have to trust her.
You're right. And if Elle's off fighting, so I bid you farewell. I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure. You go to Randalar and see if you can stop...
I'll do my best. All right. To Randalar, then. And better not keep Eloise waiting.
What's happened?
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
Looks like this is the end of the road.
When are they gonna let us through?
Let's go.
Faster!
Be safe. I hope I didn't keep you. Did you arrange to speak with...
Here they are now.
You wish to consult?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from... We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves.
You misunderstand. The consortium had an interest in purchase. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding, and so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make that. What is done is done.
Alas, we rarely... The bearers belong to him.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed. Dress. That's what you get when you deal with continental type.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, yes, they pay good money for bearers, not fit for the knackers.
That does sound... No matter, then. If they've already left our shore... And with it, my interest...
My associates will be so...
I'm sorry you weren't able to say...
As am I. But he was right. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers, but their representative... I feigned interest in joy. As soon as he left, I sent my...
So you know...
No. I was a fool to think they wouldn't find...
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, then... are to be well. They just. I wanted.
Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under. A pack of beasts have come down from the mountain. Theo and the others are trying to hold them. They need help, and...
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there. Just...
Hold on, Theo. I'm coming. Run like the wind. That'll do, girl.
What's the situation?
Where's Theodore?
Upriver!
He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village, but the whole area's flooded with ether.
You just have to pray he makes it out in one piece.
I can do better than that. Torgal, with me. Where are you, Theo? Damn it. It's too thick. These creatures have already turned. I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does. Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. Theodore, you had me worried for... We have to get you out of here.
I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream.
Theodore! So will you! Theodore.
Take care of my sister.
Theodore. Wait.
Goodbye, Elle.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place, against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life? He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo, a late bloomer. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into that before they could.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others, but he said you deserved a better life than this. Just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed and devoted myself to the family. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact he was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, it was so we could be with Theo. I know Theo wanted me to move on, but we can make a difference here. We can help people. I need nothing more from life than that. So bringing smiles to people's faces and to Theo's. This is the life I have chosen.
I've made a choice to continue helping you however I can.
Thank you, Claire. Let's go on together then.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You're the dames. You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. I was hoping I might be able to...
We're under orders not to let any... But you should be all right. Wait here.
So, you are the... And I shall see it... But tell me, is it...
Neither, Your Eminence.
Ah, you are worried yet you needn't be. Pride of place, in fact. But no more. For it is they...
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape which is more than can be said for Oriflamme. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe... with Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have we need only build a wall around both to create... Plans are already soon enough.
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of North...
The people will do as their... If Sandbreck is to be rebuilt, she will require one whose authority... That is why this... So that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed... And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie...
I suspect that...
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to...
Without an empire, there are...
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later. A citizens' revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose. Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
Do you see anything you like? You've a keen eye.
I've been hearing a lot of talk.
Nothing good. Going around acting like... And with hardly a word to the dame. This is...
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I... Just need his eminence.
All right there. What is it you're after?
Just your opinion, I wondered what you thought of the...
Not much. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any closer. Now he's trying to drive us out completely. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'd be straight through that checkpoint top.
I heard the dame got an icon to rid the meadows of those guards.
What do you think of the Duke of Or...
Don't you build a life for yourself somewhere, earning for some... If he thinks his name will do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
But there were ghosts at the gates, not Daisy.
Those things I said before.
Excuse me, I wondered if you'd mind...
Well, he's made a lot of it. I mean, look around us. The traders might think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuild. And if that means...
As long as you remain...
You're the one.
On the dame's behalf, yes. What do you think of his plan?
I'm a soldier, mate. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the dame. That's where my loyalties lie. If the Duke can get us some...
Sabine, you are embarrassing me.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to do you think that's a...
It's not all I know. Look, no one likes it once Sanbreque is back on...
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this. Captain.
For you? Thank you for... How can I help?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, it's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to...
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people...
That's right.
Well, she doesn't agree with it.
Thank you, Clive. Protecting the people... Well, duty calls. So thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing, at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that. If nothing else.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to...
I was.
Well, it will certainly, though I doubt it will come as they deserve.
Sadly, His Eminence values... I fear he sees the people as mere... Needless to say, they themselves... The soldiers, meanwhile, are... And not just because of the Duke's rank.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sanbreque? I dare say thank you for
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I...
But why?
Because I realised what really... Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, protecting Northreach. I honestly don't, but I'm certain when they do come, we need to stand with you to lead us, Miller. It was you who finally convinced... There's no point following orders if...
Indeed.
All of us. That has always been. We have only to turn our attentions to the... Thank you, Philippe.
Anything for you. Speaking of standing together... I fear His Eminence has loftier task.
Not at all.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There may be hope for Northreach, especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid. Until then...
Until then?
Come back.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of peppy.
We were just about to make a start on that soda.
It's funny, but no. You remember Camille? With the steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, and that whetstone from the outer isle. And the final flourish.
A team effort.
Now, save that to... Right.
To the bellows it is.
Well, bugger me.
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
It's...
I
Thank you.
So, does this make you pair the...
This, it'll take more than that to earn us our place, but we're up for the challenge.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravos.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even...
That's a weapon I'd like to see.
I was hoping you'd say.
One legend at a time, eh, lads?
Good idea. No more drinking if we... Trouble with your gear, or... I never fought me, and if it hadn't... Not saying Fordian, do you? Anything else? So, what'll it be?
Don't tell me we've run out of papier. Nuts and all.
I was wondering when next you'd visit. I have a few new notes that might interest you. You wish to study the tomes? learn everything you needed?
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise. How may I help you today, Clive?
Your benefactors are a generous lot. You earned this. Come again. I may have more for you.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye? Think you can help?
Clive. What is it that you wish to learn? Thus ends today's lesson.